Assalamu alaikum and very good evening, everyone. I want you to welcome again to our event, but today we're going to know about some new experiences. So the name of tonight's event is International Student Experience. I am Raisa Zafarkan, studying Electrical Electronic Engineering in University Technology, Malaysia, a secretariat at UTM and will be the moderator for tonight's event. So before we start the program tonight, I would like to thank the UTMians for joining this event. And we are really glad to have the help of our three amazing speakers, guests throughout this event. So our first guest for tonight's event is 𝐼𝐧 Abid, a Bangladeshi who did his bachelor's in electrical mechatronics engineering in UTM. Right now, he is the research and development engineer at Vertex Corporation, Berhad. He is working under the Department of Machine Vision System, Texas, focusing on computer vision algorithms and optimization. We have our second speaker from Indonesia, 𝐵𝐮𝐞𝐬𝐭 𝐒𝐲𝐿 from the School of Computing, UTM, and also a secretariat at UTM MPP. Our third speaker for tonight's event is Nusrat Hassan Khan, doing her third year in Electrical Electronics Engineering in UTM, and also a Bangladeshi. Thanks to our special guests who can spend their time together to discuss some of today's topic. All right, let me give you a bit of an introduction about tonight's event. Tonight is the live series program on international student experiences. And in this session, there will be three international students who will share about their experiences, journey, and about their life in UTM. And I'm pretty sure about the fact that you will all have an amazing time with us throughout this event. So, okay, now I'd like to welcome our guests. Hello, Azwat, Abhi, and Nusrat.
Hello,
Hi,
hello,
everyone.
hello. Hi, everyone. Hello, hello.
How
Hi.
are you all?
Doing well, absolutely well.
Life's
All
good.
right.
Life's good. Life is always good.
Okay, then how was your day during, we all know that we are in this pandemic situation. So how are you coping up in this pandemic, days?
I think it's the same as always. It's just really good. It's just the same thing all the time.
It's actually mixed. Like in the beginning, it was like, okay, we got a sudden relaxation from the everyday busy schedule, and then gradually it turned out to be depressing in the middle, and then it got okay, and it keeps going on and on and on. It's mixed.
And how
really.
about Azwat? How about you?
It's something similar to Nusrat. Other than that, like because we're in the professional world, it's a bit more, how to say, a hectic. I would say a bit more hectic. But Alhamdulillah, I would say at least I have my job. Like the current situation is not so well. Let's get honest. And in this current situation, being in a nice company like Vitrax has been a pleasure. Yes, COVID had its ups and downs, but at the end of the day, I think it all worked out just fine. I guess we all got used to the new environment, and it's going pretty well.
But how about the people dealing in, in your country, in Bangladesh and in Indonesia? What is the rate of coronavirus right now in your country?
Right now in Indonesia, it's pretty not good. We just, I think like a few weeks ago, we just had 4,000 cases, which is absolutely insane. Right now, like it's not, we're not exactly dealing with the virus very well, but we are trying, and I really hope that it could recover sooner or later.
Okay.
As far as Bangladesh is concerned, the thing is, when I see Malaysia right now, we have like 700 to 800 cases per day at the moment. And our country, which is like much more densely populated, having like 1,600 cases a day, it still seems all right. But I think we can do more. Like people actually are not following all the rules properly, but sometimes I feel like we have like superpowers and everyone's like Superman, so they don't feel the urge of COVID anymore. Nothing's gonna happen to them. Who knows? Maybe they're right, maybe they're wrong. We'll never know. Hopefully we don't have to know. Yeah.
Well, right now I'm in Bangladesh, so I know the situation very clearly. Actually, it's like people doesn't even care about it right now. I feel like that they're like, okay, chilling, coronavirus. It's just normal fever and stuff, and they are just so chill about this thing. And what about the classes? And since what about the classes? I mean, like since last week we already started our new semester, right? Is it difficult for you? I mean, like Nusrat and Abhi.
It's still the beginning, so still too early to say. But so far it's good. And I got one quiz tomorrow and day after tomorrow. So that's how life is being ever since the class have started.
Oh God! Everyone now look at us. We are UTM students. So we are.
I used to like
quizzes and assignments and all.
If in first year and second year, I used to like hurt my brain and bleed myself out. My brain especially a lot. But now used to it. It's okay. Like what's there in life? It's gonna come and go.
And what about you, Abhi?
Right now, like, it's just like the first week. There's like not exactly like we can't exactly tell the difficulty. It's just like really taxing. Like, they expect us to do like Padlet this and then this. We had change to Google Classroom and stuff like that. Oh God! And then e-learning is down. Blah 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 blah. It's just very tiring. It's not difficult. It's just very tiring.
True.
All right. Okay. So back to our today's topic. It's all about our experiences gained as an international student in Malaysia. So I think we can give some positive vibes to our audiences, especially to our new students, by giving them some of the best experiences you guys gained here in Malaysia, right? Okay. Now let's start our actual discussion with the speakers of tonight's event. So I would like to start with Azwat first. Since you're the senior one among us, and so I'd like to ask you, like, since when you are in Malaysia and what brought you here?
Well, I'm in Malaysia for about more than 5 years right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I'm getting old, but anyway, it's been a nice experience here. What brought me here? Well, honestly speaking, regarding my personal matter, like my family is all around the world. Some in Canada, Australia, Malaysia. So I was thinking like where should I go for my study in the first place? So then I thought, well, in Malaysia I have more siblings. So initially that was my motivating factor to come to Malaysia. But after coming to Malaysia, now I can definitely say one of the most important and the most interesting thing I love about the people in Malaysia is the environment and how people treat one another. Let me explain a bit. Here I have close friends who are Christians, Buddhist, Hindu, and of course Muslims, and everyone's fine with that. Like everyone has their own religion, and we're all mingling together. Each one practices their own, and we're completely fine with that. We're not fighting over it. Like, why do you do this? Why do you do that? No, you have yours, I have mine. Lakum dinukum waliya din. That's it. You have yours, I have mine. And I really love this kind of environment where you can be whoever you want to be. Not just from the point of from the point of religious perspective. If you think about other perspectives, let's say you want to be a good student, go study. There's no politics here. Like someone's going to tell you why you're not doing this, why you're not doing that. It's great. You want to make a new company? Go around, make a new company. We have seeding, we have seed funding, no problem. You want to roam around? You want to roam around and see different views. You want to go to the sea? You want to go to the hills? Go on, man. Life's free. You can do whatever you want. I just came from running like 5 kilometers in half an hour just now. I can do whatever I want. And that's what Malaysia offers us. And that's why I really love being here. Yeah, I hope I answered that question.
Yeah. Okay, so then, like, as an international UTM, like, you have already graduated. So, do you believe is it difficult to be an international student here?
Oh my God, this is this is a very. I had this question quite a lot. Even when I started at UTM, I did hear this question quite a lot. Let me give you a perspective. Okay. When I first came to UTM, people told me UTM is hard. It's very hard to score here. 3.5. If you can score 3.5, you are like awesome. Like, oh my God, it's hard. Okay, fine. All right. I just take their points in. Fine. But then I thought, you know what? Everyone has their perspectives. I have a perspective. You have a perspective. Abhi has a perspective. We all do. And
Yeah.
when I thought about that, I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's hard for them. It doesn't have to be hard for me. So I'm like, you know what? Let me try. Let me give my best. We'll see what happens. And I gotta tell, like, it was a completely different experience for me. After 4 years of study, 4 years of roaming around the world of UTM
Yeah.
and joining like 80 plus events, being always getting the
Wow.
dean's list and
80
everything. I
plus
have
even more. I want to give a big clap on that first.
like yes, like after doing all this, getting a 3.91 out of 4, I'm like, you know
Again,
what?
another clap, another clap.
That's not necessary. But the point is, I realized that, you know what? Maybe if we try, maybe if we just give our best,
Yeah.
maybe it is possible. Maybe it's hard for someone else. And yes, everyone has a different life. I don't want to judge anyone,
Okay.
but maybe you can do better. Maybe you can do better than me. That's the whole point of it, right? If if the next generation doesn't do better than us, then what are we doing in the first place?
Yeah.
And that's the whole motivation of coming to this even in the first place, actually. I believe you guys should do better than us, and you guys can do better than us. Regarding the difficulty perspective, let me give some simple points. First of all, difficulty is a matter of perspective. Something, let's say, engineering mathematics. It's hard for someone, but it's easy for someone else. But for the same guy for whom maths was very hard, for him, digital electronics is easy. Or maybe Bahasa Malayo is easy. And that's how life is. So don't take it too seriously. Just remember, maybe it's hard for them. Maybe it will be easy for you. The only thing you gotta do is give your best. Do not compare. Do not compare. If you compare, you're gonna have a miserable life. Don't do that. Uh, and other than that, one other thing I'd like to say is when we're talking about difficulty, um, forget about difficulty. One thing you should remember, because there are many new international students, new students who are joining, for them, my suggestion would be try to think of university from a different perspective. When I first came to UTM, my point was I'm going to come here, I'm going to get a degree, and I'm going to get a good job. That's it, done. But after coming here, I realized that's not what life is all about. Yes, at the end of the day, I'm going to go out with a degree. And
Yeah.
that's true. But at the end of the day, it's all those memories that matter. At the end of the day, it's all those skills that I've honed throughout my life. That's what matters. And you should focus on that. Try to gain more experience. Try to gain more knowledge. Try to try different types of ice creams. Well, when I say ice cream, it's not ice cream. It's different type of events. I mean, it's the same concept. Try it. Try different things out because now you can be whoever you wanna be. For one semester, you go on debating. Try debating. See how it goes. If it doesn't work out, walk away, man. Walk away. Life is all good because now you're in university. If one semester doesn't go well, the next semester can be a completely different one. You, my friend, will not have the same situation once you get out of university. I'm telling you from my perspective. Oh God, never mind. And
Yeah. And I want to like say, yeah, after hearing your words, I'd like to say that like actually we can feel that you had some very good memories, right? So like so where yeah, I can see already, I can feel that. So can you share some of the like best memories you had in UTM, like the toppest
okay,
one?
when we talk about best memories, yes, I have won a lot of competitions, a lot of championships. I've been to a lot of places all around Malaysia. I don't know how many universities I've been to inside Malaysia. But at the end of the day, when I look back, excuse me, it's not those like championship trophies that really makes me happy.
Mhm.
It's not about my score, getting a very good CGPA. Nah. Yes, those things did help me in my job perspective and my future career. But that's not my fond memories.
Okay.
My fond memories would be the people.
All right.
And I can tell you right away. Like, even though like I haven't met all of you a lot of the times, but the point that I'm talking to you guys right now, it makes me feel happy. Because at the end of the day, those connections is what matters. It's what makes your life beautiful. Because I had times when I was so stressed, like I have 17 credit hours, I'm like handling high positions in 2 different clubs, and I'm also the director of the co-curricular event, and I have to do all this stuff, and I don't even have a transport. I have only a cycle, and I cycle all around UTM, thinking about
Wow.
life. What am I doing with my life? And when all those things were going on, and I have to like sleep on my floor. I cannot sleep on the bed, because if I sleep on the mattress, I'll sleep more, which means I don't have more time. When all those things happened, I had a miserable life, honestly speaking. But do you know what made my life fulfilling? It was waking up after 2 hours of sleep and going to the class, and someone else saying, "Hi, Azwad, how are you doing?" Honestly speaking, it's that simple conversations when someone gave me a smile and said, "Hi, how you doing, man?" That's it. I don't need anything else. When I was walking by P16 and I was looking at the right side, and I could see far ahead there's the UTM mosque and the minar going to the top, and I could see all the views, and I'm just walking to my class, and I'm thinking to myself, life is good. You know what? Life is good.
Yeah.
Maybe I have all this pressure right now. It's all worth
Mhm.
it. And if I have the people around me who will smile at me, no matter what the situation is, I can do this all day.
Wow.
That's my fond memories.
Wow, wow. It was amazing. And like, as you have told us that you had a really good result, and as you're already graduated, I really want to know, like, when and which companies did you apply after your graduation?
Um, well, I think I haven't said this before.
Okay.
Actually, I didn't apply to
So
any company.
as we are like really scared of like this thing, like getting any job and in any company,
Yeah,
according to our results and our activities and our whatever situation we are here. So I really want to know like, when, especially when and which companies did you apply for after
yeah.
your graduation?
Okay. To answer your question once more, I actually didn't apply to any company.
Okay.
Uh, the the hard truth is, I got my first job offer when I was in my 4th year, first semester.
Okay.
And the thing is, I wasn't even thinking of getting to a job. I was like, I'm gonna go for masters or straight PhD or something like that. That's my life. But when this company, Vitrox, one of them found me through LinkedIn, because I have a lot of connections, like 5,000 plus connections. So
Wow.
on LinkedIn, they found me, and then they knocked me. And they didn't talk to me yet. Another person found me through Facebook. So they are all looking into my profile. Okay, why am I showing this? Never mind. They're all looking into my profile. And all of a sudden, one guy's like, "Hi, how you doing, man?" So they started to converse with me. I'm like, interesting. And I saw that this guy's the HR from Vitrox. I'm like, So after talking for a while, he's like, "Are you interested to join our company?" I'm like, you know what? I was thinking to myself, this is the first time any company straightforward offered me a job. I'm still in my 4th year, first time. So I'm like, you know what? If they see a value in me, I should see what value do they have. So I'm like, okay, give me a little time. I am interested. I'm intrigued. Let me have a look. I'll get back.
No, I want to interrupt a bit.
Yeah.
Like you said about your LinkedIn profile, like so you used to post about your daily life stuff and your activities and everything.
I don't post a lot in LinkedIn.
Okay.
The thing is, it's a long story. Maybe we can make a different YouTube video and we can do that later on. It will take quite a while to explain.
Yeah,
But
okay.
I don't do that. The thing is, my profile is, alhamdulillah, my profile is quite heavy from the start. So because I
Okay.
used to do a lot of events and I used to update my profile. So people used to know, like, yes, this guy is doing. But I didn't make too many posts. I should, but I didn't. I'm a lazy guy. So coming back to the point, so after that it worked out just fine, and I got the job offer and I joined Vitrox. Now I'm gonna give some general ideas regarding job hunting and how the whole prospect goes, because right now in the COVID situation, I know many of you are just starting up, while many of you are interns or thinking of going for a job. There's a lot of different types of audience here, so let me get all of you together and answer the question. Okay, when we talk about job, you'll always see people are saying there's not enough job in the market, there's scarcity of job. Doesn't matter whether it's COVID or not. Before COVID also, you heard people say that there's not enough job, right?
Yeah.
They will always say. Now I would like you to do something. Open your Google and check for any job you want. If you search for a job right now in Google, do you think there will be an option for you? There will be some opening shown on Google?
Yeah.
Will there be options? Yes, there will be options. Now, the point is, people are saying there are not enough jobs in the market. But at the same time, when you're looking in the market, you see jobs right there.
Yeah.
The best way my father answered this question is like, there are enough jobs in the market, but people don't find the suitable candidate for the job. There are jobs, but you gotta be good for what you're going for. That's what I wanted to focus on. Like, there's a book that I read. It's called "Be So Good That They Cannot Ignore You." I love it. That's the concept. Be so good. Whatever you're doing, I don't know, do painting. I don't care. Do painting. But be so good at painting that people are like, you know what? This guy is awesome. I want him in my team. That should be your focus. You don't have to run around and find the hiring managers. The hiring people should find you. That should be your goal.
Okay.
Don't just think like, okay, hopefully if I learn a bit of C++, if I learn a bit of this and that, then maybe some companies I can apply. No, don't put your standard here. Put your standard here.
Okay.
Because I have seen many of you at UTM, and I gotta say, you have no idea how much potential you are holding to yourself. You have no idea. And I mean it. If you really try, simple example, if you have an exam tomorrow and this is the time you're opening digital electronics for the first time, God save them, God help them. But you're opening for the first time. If you still do that, tell me, won't you somehow finish it and go for the exam hall tomorrow?
Yeah. Yes,
Won't you somehow get a reasonable result?
I
God
guess
forbid.
so.
Yeah, let's get honest here. Won't you get a reasonable result? You will.
Yeah,
So tell me.
maybe.
Come on. Tell me. If you can get a reasonable result in one night,
Ninth.
tell me how
Actually,
much.
most of the students do this stuff, and at the end we think that why didn't we study the whole semester and why didn't we try the whole semester? Because ultimately we are overcoming with this thing. I mean, like studying only just one night before the exam, right? So yeah, this is actually true.
Okay, there's an answer for that. Honestly speaking, I have never done that either. I also study in the last minute. I don't know what have I done with my life, but never mind. Okay. So let me give you a perspective. Maybe you can understand it better. Um, the thing is, if you go to Meranti today, and if you taste like you have like your favorite meal, okay, in Meranti you have this one dish you like a lot.
Okay.
Now, if you're asked to try the same dish every single day for 4 months, non-stop,
I don't want that.
you
I
want
don't
that?
think anyone wants that.
No one wants that. Of
Yeah.
course, no one wants that. So if I give you same digital electronics every single day, maybe you won't like it.
Yeah.
That's fine, and that's actually completely fine. The whole concept is you put a lot more dish inside your semester. Don't just put whatever selected dishes given to you for this semester. This is your holy grail, and this will be your life. No, that's your main dish, but you also must have some side dish. You gotta try something else, man. Go try some tikka, try some kebab, try different ice cream, like I said. So study at the same time, try to think, okay, if I study digital electronics, what else does it relate to, or what do I like? Maybe I like Robocon, maybe I like debating, maybe I like Toastmasters. Oh my god, I want to go for swimming today. Go for it. Just go for it. Just diversify, but always make sure you know your priorities. As long as you know your priorities, if tomorrow you have a test, don't go around, I'm gonna be the best swimmer today.
All right.
As long as you like diversify properly, you will be fine, my friend. Life is all good. Life is all good. Regarding jobs, I'm just gonna try to conclude. I know I have taken a lot of time.
No, no, it's all right.
Let me conclude. From the job perspectives, always trying to aim higher. Make a LinkedIn profile right away. Doesn't matter where you are, even if you're in first semester, dude, just make a profile. By the end of 4 years, you will have an amazing profile. And at the same time, study, but with your study, make sure you have some other activities as well.
Okay.
But when you have exams coming up, whether it's a test or a final exam, leave everything behind. I gotta study. Dr. Nurazan will not give me marks if I don't study properly. That's it.
Yeah.
You do that, and you will have an amazing time. And always make sure you have good time with people.
Okay.
Do all these things, but have a good time with people. Not for the sake of things, but for the sake of having a good time. Remember this thing. I heard it from somewhere. It's really good. Love people and use things, because the opposite doesn't work. Remember that. And if you do all these things properly, I'm sure you're gonna have an amazing time. And once you do, let me know how it went. I'll be happy to know how you're succeeding. I wish you guys all the best, and I hope you guys shine far, far, far away.
Okay, then on a different note, I want to ask you, like, as an international student, many of us worry about the prospect in Malaysia, right? So, what are your thoughts on it? I mean, like, is it difficult to find a job here? Or
If we talk about Malaysia, it's not so difficult. I mean, you need to know which places you go for. If you wanna go to like very local companies, I don't actually blame them, because let's get honest, maybe you got a A+ in BM. I understand, man. You did your video presentation very well. They gave you an A+. But are you really sure you're really good at speaking Malay properly? Will you be able to communicate technical terms with someone in the production line right now? If you tell me no, then think. Always think from their perspective as well. So if you're trying for local companies, maybe you won't have a good chance. But if you talk about MNC, if you talk about companies that are doing more technical, like high-end technical stuff, like research and stuff like that, like Vitrox, these companies, they have positions where you don't have to interact with a lot of locals. I mean, so I don't have to know Malay very well. I can still do my job very well. So you got to know which companies are those. And once you apply to them, they will take you in. Because remember this one thing. If you are so good, if you are the best Java programmer, if you are like a really good biomedical engineer or a very good electrical engineer, you're so good that you can do two engineers job. I know interns who took away two engineers job within their internship time.
Okay.
We have interns from UTM like that. So if you have those kind of potential, why on the God-given earth shouldn't an employer take you? They don't want good talent. They don't want their companies to do well. Of course they do. Of course they do. So make sure you're so good that they cannot ignore you.
All right. Okay. So in one word, I can say from your words that like we have to like give ourselves chance to go. I mean, like further beyond our studies, and we have to attentive to our clubs and other activities, right? So yeah,
Yes.
okay. All right. Thank you, Oswald, for your amazing sharing about your experiences. So
You're most
now,
welcome.
now I'd like to go to Abhisan, and I would like to ask you some questions. That would you like to share some of your best memories you have gained during the first day you were here in Malaysia?
The first day here in Malaysia. Actually, like the very first day, like my best memories were like just discovering UTM, because like UTM is ridiculously big and it's amazing. Like it's ginormous. Like I never seen a university that big. Okay, so like even until now, like I say like I know UTM, but then like there's always more to know. There's like nooks and crannies that you have to experience, you have to see. Like that, it's very big. And I was impressed. Like honestly, like I travel to K9 K10, and then like I see on the very edge KDOJ, all those places. There's like a lot of hidden areas like you probably would
A lot
not
of colleges as well.
yeah, so like there's like absolutely a lot of different places. Like it's incredible. Like you can it's like it's like you just explore. It's a whole adventure like that. And especially on my first day, I didn't actually know the entire part of UTM. Right, I was like, oh my god, I gotta go here, I gotta go here, I gotta go here. That was incredible. I absolutely loved it. Like that was incredible.
Good luck with that.
It's just too big.
Too big, man.
But
fun nonetheless.
I'd like to ask you the same question as like I asked Aswad, that is it difficult for being a foreigner in this foreign country to you, as you are an Indonesian?
Actually, like as a foreigner, like it wasn't hard because I was a foreigner, because I already know a little bit of Indonesian, which I guess they have some similarities to Malay, little bit like that. I can just change a few words and it should mean something in Malay, hopefully. But either way, like it was absolutely tough. I remember my first day. I came to UTM. I had to do my medical checkup there, right? Before I had to do that, I was stressed out. I was panicking. I was like, God, get me out of here. I was stressed out. I didn't know what to do. I even asked my friend who I rarely ever got in touch, right? I asked her, how do you stay in Malaysia? I was so stressed out. I was panicking. I didn't know what to do. And then like I just came in, like and then like the first day it wasn't actually very tough, like because I know both English and Indonesian, right? So I can pretty much mingle with a lot of people, a lot of different people from a lot of places.
Both languages?
Pardon?
Is it like more similar? I mean, like Indonesian and Malay language.
It's quite similar. A few words I already know, but then like a few words that mean one thing in Indonesian, it can mean a different thing in Malaysian. So like I only had to know the different words. Like it's just very small difference lah. But the meaning, sometimes the meaning can be quite different. Like a certain word in Indonesian that is like very harmless, cannot do anything. And then like I remember saying that word during lecture, and turns out in Malaysian that was actually a bad word.
Okay. That's the most embarrassing thing that I mean, like, ever can happen with anyone.
So like everybody just looking at me. I was like, what did I say wrong?
Why did you choose UTM for like to do your bachelor's? Why not in
Because like reason why I picked UTM was like because like I saw one of my uncles. He was a very excellent software engineering student. He was student from UTM. So like he was actually doing pretty well, and I said like, you know what, I want to be like him. I want to know where he comes from, and turns out he was from UTM. So it was basically like I just came in. I want to know like they have results. You know, they produce results. I saw him; he was incredible, and I managed to get the same academic advisor as him. So I guess I'm going in the same path. I choose the same major. So
Yeah.
he was doing very excellent. I basically just replicated. I want to see like he was absolutely doing amazing. He got a job in Melbourne, and so I really want to be like that. You know, it's like you look up to your idol. You know, you want to follow his footsteps.
Yeah. So did you visit any other cities than Johor Bahru?
I visited Kuala Lumpur. That was like. I mean, like I visited. It wasn't actually for a holiday. It was just like because I had to do a transit before going home to Indonesia. Anyway, it was only for a while. I didn't get to go out a lot because obviously I'm already occupied with in UTM. Like it's just a lot to discover, right? So might as well just stay in UTM. I still have a lot of things to do.
Actually.
Why go out?
And also there are some horror places as well in our campus, right?
Oh yeah. I've heard a lot. I've heard from my friend who was a PhD. He told me a lot of horror stories in UTM, like, and also some of my friends who actually said like in KTDI there's a ghost and blah 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 blah. And then like in the area to KDOJ, like it's a forest, right? And they say like there's like some kind of Sasquatch monster or right beside like that. But one of the most interesting thing was like this actually happened to me. So in my campus, we had this cat. It was a golden cat. So it was like a very old, very sick cat like that. Okay.
Okay.
So I've been feeding this cat since I actually came into campus. It's been like maybe like this happened on my second year. So apparently like this cat, he's already old and sickly. And then like I was walking at midnight, and apparently the cat, unfortunately, he passed away. So I saw him. He was like I don't want to be gory or anything, but he was bleeding on the mouth, and there were slides all over him. I mean, like it doesn't take a doctor to figure out that it's clearly dead. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's definitely dead. All right, the eyes are like half open. It's so scary. Like I just went home. Like went to my dorm, and I was praying like, God, I want to meet this cat again. I guess like God, he made the wish come true. I guess. So 3 days later, I didn't see the cat. And then when I wake up in the morning, I saw the same cat, meow meow, in front of my door. Right, I used to feed him, so he would come to my door from time to time. Right, I saw him in the morning. I was like, "What? I'm pretty sure you're dead." So like, you can really feel the unsettling moment. Like when you're trying to feed it, you just know like, the cat's dead. The cat's been dead once. It's a zombie. What am I supposed to do? So like. Yeah, it's apparently still alive on campus right now. I'm pretty sure it's alive.
Hmm. But since you were, I hope that you were in Indonesia, right, during this whole pandemic situation.
Pardon?
You were in Indonesia, right, during this whole pandemic situation.
Yeah, but I left like right after like 3 months after the MCO was announced in Malaysia. I think it
Okay.
was like 18 March, like, and then 3 months after that, I went home.
Oh, okay. So at that time, you didn't miss like UTM or campus or your friends over here.
Actually, right now, I back then, yes, I used to really miss them because like we would like go and play badminton early in the morning, or even like have a chat. Like it's those small things that make it enjoyable, you know. And maybe like order McDonald's together. That's fun. It's very fun, you know. Or even just walk to different places in UTM. Like I said, it's still a big place. I don't know a lot about it.
You
You
have
know,
no idea.
you find you find new things every day. Like seriously, the viewers in here, if you guys are new students in UTM, explore the place. Believe me, you'll never find the end. Trust me.
True. True.
So like
True.
we went to a lot of places in UTM, especially when it's already empty, right? Just went a lot, and that was fun. That was very enjoyable. We still had classes, obviously, but you know those small things are that makes it enjoyable. You know, the friends, the
Yeah.
socialization. It's something like you won't you won't ever get a second chance. You know.
Yeah.
Uh,
I would like to say to everyone that, like, as Avi said, that our campus is huge. I'm like, it's so big, and if you try to explore it, like, you cannot finish it in one day for sure. So, and like, as an international student, I can say that I miss my campus. I'm staying here right now in Bangladesh. I miss living over there. I miss like seeing the beautiful scenery in the morning, and the like environment in our campus is the like one of the most beautiful thing I had in my whole life. So if you're in Johor Bahru, you should visit our UTM campus. Must everyone.
Go kayaking. Go kayaking. Do you guys know we have kayaking?
oh yeah, that's something new.
Yep.
That's what we do. In every second we explore new things in UTM. Oh god.
The more you learn, right?
True.
Okay, thank you, Abhi, for your amazing sharing about your horror stories and stuff. All these things were so interesting. So now I'd
Pleasure,
like to
pleasure.
go to Nusrat and want to ask some questions to you.
Oh, is this me? Okay. Yeah, it's me. Okay.
So
Hello,
now,
everyone. Again.
all right. So now, how was your first class in UTM? I mean, like, what are the differences you could feel here? I mean, like, comparing it with Bangladesh, you know?
Oh my God. Well, the first class in UTM, well, honestly, that's one of the most memorable days in my life. So it was, trust me, it was so different from how I used to have my classes back in Bangladesh. So, okay, so here's how the day started. I got myself enrolled into foundation, engineering foundation. So it was physics class, and the venue was Language Academy in D06. So yeah, since I was new, and it took after putting some, I had to put some effort to find the venue. So yeah, after all these things, I finally found the classroom. Okay, then as soon as I stepped through the door, I looked to the class. I got scared and I took 2 steps backward and hence outside the class. Okay, now 2 things happened. First of all, the whole class was full and it was kind of impossible to find one empty seat in just a glance. And
Okay.
secondly, the whole class was full of boys and literally there wasn't any single girl in there except for me. And again, I would like to mention is that back from Bangladesh, I come from an all-girls school. I belong to International School and College, and probably that's the biggest girls' school in the whole country. So yeah, you see, that day was the first time for me to, go through such a change. So yeah, like I stepped outside the class, and I was trying to calm myself down, and like it's okay, like everything's gonna be fine, and it's just a new phase, and okay, like I just kept convincing myself, but that convincing time didn't come. Like the class was about to start and I was still out there, like thinking, what should I do with my life? So, so right at that time, surprisingly, I saw a girl standing in the corridor. Luckily, she looked of my age. Maybe out of reflex, I just rushed to her and I introduced myself. Actually, I did it out of reflex. What did I say to her? I exactly don't remember, but all I remember is that uh, we kind of had an introductory conversation,
Okay.
and
Like the
boy,
formal.
I got lucky. She was. It turned out to be that she was also another classmate from the same class.
Oh wow.
So she could tell that I was nervous, and in a word, I was freaking out. So yeah, she took me to the class and helped me to find a seat. So after that, okay, the class was started, and the class started so early before I could understand anything. So the first day, it was really very, like, I was nervous, and I felt really awkward and weird. But the girl that I just mentioned now, it's actually, she is my best friend from UTM. So, and actually, it's the same story how I met my best friend of UTM. So even though it was
New TV
scary,
series.
even though it was scary in the beginning, like, yet the day ended quite nice. It's pretty good, and maybe this is because of the same reason, like, why I still admire the day to the fullest, like, no matter how old that day gets. So
like, I mean, like Malaysian friends in UTM. I mean, like Malays.
well, back at that time, the foundation course, it was only designed for the international students. So I didn't get to meet any Malay classmates back then. But I was staying on campus in College 9. So I got to meet some of my neighbors. The thing is that they were seniors. Like, if I was in foundation, that means, like, technically I wasn't even a first-year student of my faculty.
Okay.
So if they were third-year students, so yeah, you can imagine, lah. So, but the thing is that I didn't have to put any extra efforts to, like, go and adjust with them. The thing is that they could tell that I'm a foreigner, and maybe I'm freaking out with everything, and I'm nervous. So yeah, they embraced me quite well, and they tried to make me feel as homely as it was possible. So okay, like, it's, I don't know if Johara is watching it or not. Like, her name was Johara. And I still feel like she's still the closest among all the other Malay friends I made afterwards. We used to, like, talk about life, about personal lives, about relationships, about studies, and how you stay calm, like how you just let it go after bringing a C- grade and all. Like, yeah.
As an international student, I would also like to like share this thing that, like, Malaysians are so quiet and so calm and so helpful, and like we're very
Yeah,
blessed, like having this kind of classmates in our class. I'm like, if you're
exactly.
definitely they're gonna do for that. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we are really thankful to every Malaysians. And like, even also, I want to ask you same question as like Abhi, that why did you choose UTM? I mean, like, there's also many good universities in Bangladesh as well, right? Then why did you choose UTM?
Well, I first of all, I chose Malaysia. The thing is that I'm pretty much attached to my family. So my motive was, like, if one day I need to leave the country and go somewhere else, like some other country, like, it has to be some place where that's closer, so that I can go back and meet everyone whenever I want to. So that's
Yeah,
basically
actually, this was
why.
also one of my reason
Yeah.
I came here.
See. So yeah, that's how. And, like, after doing some research, Malaysia was the perfect match. So now, okay, now out of so many universities, like, why UTM? The thing is that I'm a city girl, and I was brought up in Dhaka, and but I don't know, like, from where did it come? Like, I turned out to be an extreme nature lover. So, like, whenever it was greenery, whenever, like, it's hills, like, it's the vast night sky full of stars. I don't know, like, maybe it just came from me, maybe from the dormant genes, or I don't know how. So, but, like, as it turned out that it was quite impossible to find all these combinations together back home in Dhaka. So I was like, okay, let's take a trip to UTM. And here I landed. And then to be continued, the story.
All right. So apart from this, like about UTM, I want to ask you something like, did you do any exchange program or any project from here?
Well, I did one last summer. It was not exactly exchange program. It was a summer school. I did it in University of Leeds, UK. So
Wow.
there I had to take two subjects. The first one was Intro to Robotics and Autonomous System. I was hosted by Faculty of Electrical Engineering, and secondly, it was Renewable Energy Futures, its policies and technologies, hosted by Chemical Engineering faculty. So, well, when I went, I just finished my first year. Yeah. So
Okay.
being just a first year student, it was kind of hard for me to cope with the courses, especially the ones, especially with the robotics. It was a bit hard back then, but still, it was really enjoyable because that was the first time me traveling totally alone to the West, and I got so much to explore and also learn. And another reason of me choosing a subject of chemical engineering is that okay, chemical engineering was my second option. Like I don't know, like I loved it so much. Like
Right.
if I could never fit in electrical engineering, probably today I would end up being a chemical engineer. So that's actually the secret of why I went for that subject, because it kind of sounds weird. Like okay, if I'm majoring in electrical, if I chose the first subject from electrical engineering, so it should be something similar, the second one as well. But honestly, like I found the second subject quite easier from the first one. And but another thing from that time is that every time I used to go to a cafe or shop, I miss that smell of coffee, because that used to give me the sign that okay, that means I'm gonna get something halal to eat over here, eat or drink over here. So
Oh, really?
yeah, no, because maybe I had some hard times in the beginning to adjust, because it was my first travel during to the West, and it's obviously not like Malaysia, like you can just go anywhere and grab whatever you like, and and in the group I was the only one saying cheers with an orange juice. So that's totally a different like experience and story. Like you cannot get that until you get to experience that on your own. So yeah, this was all about that experience. It was fun, and also
Then tell
hard.
me about your hostel life. I mean, like we all really want to know, right, about the hostel life in UTM. And did you face any difficulties living over there? And what about the food?
Okay, so honestly, in the beginning it was hard. The hostel life and staying over here. But like as time passed by, it's like I think it's the same with everyone else. I discovered that well, it's that part of the university that where you can like build your very own world, and that's only solely for yourself. Like you can do whatever you like, and you can literally live in the exact same way that you like. Even for us, we do some have restrictions in our own home, like maybe the family tradition or the family policy or whatever. So yeah. And about my friend about whom I just mentioned, so she used to live in the same hostel. So that thing started like she's staying here. That thing actually helped me bridge the problem of feeling lonely and whatever. And the thing is that I have another friend, Mariam, like she joined the best friend squad after a few days as well. So we, for example, we used to go on night walks at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. And as our brother said, like you can go anywhere and do whatever you like. So Usually, we used to take night walks at 2 to 3 a.m. to make it adventurous. Sometimes we would like stop by the security and ask like, where are you guys going, and this and that. So the funny thing is that they used to say like, you shouldn't walk here because there are snakes out there.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. The
So,
most like if you say
so
if you say
yeah,
anything like like not secure about yourself is the only the animals. Rather than
animals.
that, it gives you the
Yeah,
best safety ever for girls and also as well as for the boys. So yeah,
exactly.
we're
So,
really
and
grateful to have that.
and another thing is that you'll see like human nature choose to have more attraction towards the illegal stuff. So I am a potential hater of cooking, but since it's illegal in hostel, damn, I started loving it since then. Like, okay, since it's illegal, I'll have to do it anyway.
Yeah.
So sometimes we used to have late night
Be
parties
careful
together.
what you speak about. We have officials as well.
Uh,
Someone, good luck with someone tomorrow.
uh, it's fine. It's fine. I'll handle it. Since it's a sharing experience, like sharing session. Like nothing should be there in the inside. Okay, so yeah, it turned out to be pretty good, and yeah, and as there are also difficulties because yeah, maybe someone hear me now, and tomorrow I'm gonna be in serious trouble. Trust me, that's a different story. You guys can arrange some other session. Like, okay, how did you get yourselves in troubles because of these?
Yeah, exactly, actually. And we all know that UTM life is different. I mean, like, campus life is
Yeah,
different.
yeah,
If
it
you
is.
step outside, you cannot ever have that kind of feeling. So even I'm also staying outside, but still, I would like to prefer everyone to go to live in hostel or in campus. Must.
Yeah.
So thank you, Nusrat, for your
And
sharing.
thank you so
Do you
much.
wanna do you wanna like share anything like or any good experiences you had or something like that?
Okay, so before I finish, probably I would like to share a couple of things. Those I believe that they're going to be very helpful to the ones who just entered the university because for me it's not been so long. It's just 2 years, and you still can get the vibe of the new student in me. So it's like, okay, first of all, the topic is a bit sensitive, but I feel like it's since I have the chance, it's better to have a small discussion about this. Well, I'm gonna say it from my own experience, and saying things like happen to a lot of people, like my friends, my closest friends, and juniors, and all. So especially, it's gonna be for the junior sisters out there who just came. So for you guys, like it's obviously a new environment, and maybe you will get so nervous trying to cope around, trying to make new friends. So yeah, everything turns out to be okay at the end of the day. But unfortunately, in the midst of all these, the thing that might to be turn out to be more disturbing is that you might find situations where you might feel that you are being harassed. So, well, this especially happens to the newcomers, like is who has just arrived on campus. So, first of all, it usually starts with a text or a phone call, maybe, and it starts to get real annoying as it keeps continuing. So, at that time, what you need to do is that you need to stay calm and make yourself understand that okay, it's nothing, and you need to stop freaking out or worrying or getting scared. And once you have like you could handle it, you can handle it with a like cold head. What you need to do is that you need to ignore in the best possible way. And once you have done it, like that disturbing source is supposed to fade away with the time. And once it goes out of your hands, without making any delay, I feel it's better to approach any of your trusted seniors. And in case you fail to do so, you can approach any of your fellow lecturers whom you feel are friendly enough, or you are free enough to like ask for not console, sorry, consultation. So necessarily, it's not in the motive of complaining. It's usually for asking for the suggestion. Okay, like I am passing through this situation, so like you are more experienced than me. So what's your suggestion? Like how should I proceed, or how should I what should be my next step? So it's totally fine. Like you guys have already taken a big step making it up until here. So what I'm trying to say is that that day when you guys used to overthink or get worried or whatever, that day has already faded. Now, what you need to do is that you need to handle it like an adult and walk in your own confidence. And okay, secondly, this is for everyone. Everyone, especially who are in foundation or who just finished the foundation or stepping into their first year of the faculty. So most of you guys, maybe you guys used to be toppers back in your high school. So it's maybe here. It's obvious the university, as our senior brother said, like it's obviously it's going to be different. So maybe you might find like the same effort as used to put back in your high school, and most of the times it might turn out to be that you are not getting your expected results. So yeah, like I'm not gonna like explain more about like trying your best. Like you guys have already got a better explanation from our from Azwad Bhaiya. So
No problem. Go on.
okay, so the simplest thing is that it's you need to try your level best. And okay, mashallah for our brother, like he ended up with a really good result and outcome. Okay, but in case things doesn't turn out to be the same with you, the thing is that as long as you are trying hard, or as long as you are trying to the fullest, and you make sure that there isn't any single pinch of lacking in your trying, nothing's gonna like stop you from your life, no matter whatever the grade is, C minus or D or whatever. Like the success and achievement and the grade and the scholarship and the result, it's just a part of your life. Like it's actually not solely your life. So whatever it is, well, like once you give your best, like and whatever your result turns out to be, then what you need to do is that you need to pat yourself and say that well done, and accept it, being happy. And especially I'm saying this because there are, even this used to be me when I was in my first year. I used to like forget everything, forget eating, drinking, and I totally forgot that I have a life out of the books. But according to my experience, this thing actually doesn't help too much in the university. So like when you are forgetting everything, and in a way, like you are like dying for it, you don't have to die for it. The thing is that everything, you need to try out everything. So once, like, you need to try it everything in a moderate way, and after that accept what the result is, and it's fine. Trust me, it's fine. Totally, whatever it comes out, it's fine. And finally, it's the thing is that as you chase success in life, besides this, what you need to do is that you need to chase happiness. Like, okay, maybe there sometimes it happens that, okay, if I do this, I might get I will get this will help me in my future career, or if I do this, this will help me get a good job. Like all those things happen to us a lot. We just end up doing stuffs, thinking about our future because we are scared too much. But maybe in the from like deep down inside front of you, like you don't like to do this. Like you don't have to. You don't have to like be too hard on yourself, and you don't have to put too much pressure on yourself. You just, like, if you don't like it, you don't have to like pressurize yourself. It's fine. So, and often what happens that we end up losing too much of our passion, and and the things that we love, chasing behind what we don't like for only in the hope of getting a good job, or getting or in the hope of like being successful. But that kind of successful is actually like, if you can't be happy with it, like what does that success or achievement has to do with that? So yeah, so finally it has to be that, guys, you don't try not to keep any kind of regrets in your life, and always try to be happy. So at the end of these 4 years, when you will be done with UTM, so I just hope that it's just not going to be a memory to you, but rather it will turn into an emotion to you. So I wish you all the very best with this amazing journey of UTM. And yeah, before I finish, I would like to thank everyone in this crew who made it possible to make this event to life. Thank you so much. So I'm gonna call it a day here. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Nusrat, for your amazing words. We are already very inspired, and I'm definitely okay. It's time for the question and answer session, guys. You may ask about the lifestyle or anything productive work you want to do in your bachelor life. And now the floor is all yours, people. Just put your questions in the comment section. So we wait for the questions, and right now I want to see some experience. I mean, like some beautiful, amazing photos and videos of our speakers. So I would like to start with Azwar Bhai. Do you want to share any photos or videos from your UTM life or anything?
Sure. Let's okay, I'll share some pictures maybe.
Okay.
Okay, never mind. I'll just do the full share.
We are all waiting for your question, guys.
Can you guys see it?
I guess.
It's a white screen.
The white screen. Okay. Wait a second. Something is not right. My place is a bit messy right now. Maybe someone else can share first. I'm gonna share afterwards.
Anyone want to do first? Abhi,
you wanna go first?
I got none with me.
All right. Okay. He didn't have any. Nusrat.
Okay, I'll try some. So most of it, like I will try to show some fun moments here in UTM, right? Like leaving all the project stuffs aside. Okay. Can you guys see? Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Now we
Taking a while. Okay, this is from our 63rd convocation, and it's in our faculty.
Yeah. Electrical engineering faculty. Yay!
Of course. we were proud of you, and we are.
Yes, we are. Then
this is in Scholars Inn, the cafe.
Yeah.
And
it's the cafe near College 9. Oh wow, this picture is so
okay.
So nice.
This is actually like as I told, like I used to take night walks with my friends, and sometimes we even used to go out in the rain. Yeah. So usually, like we used to look like Teletubbies.
But this picture is so cute. Oh wow, you have some amazing photos. Show me the next.
Okay. So this one's we were taken to Petro Science from UTM once, and if maybe most of the people out there don't know about it. So if you ever go to like whenever any one of us are going to KL, like we are always like going to Surya KLCC. So like you guys obviously, if you go, you guys need to pay a visit to this place. It's more like a science museum, but not like those boring ones. Like you can play games like this, as you can see, and you can do like several experiments and have too much fun. Like if you go with friends in a group, like that's really an amazing place.
Okay.
And
Right. So, so
okay,
this is your friend circle?
this was this was a short birthday party celebration. Actually, like it's too simple because like we were about to have our finals, and it was in faculty science. Like it was in front of the library. Like we were all about to study, and then thought, okay, like let's take a break and have a small celebration.
Cute.
So yeah, like I
I
guess
want to insert a bit, Nusrat, like before we go further, I think we have one question from YouTube. So, what is the one thing you wish you could have like brought back with you? I'll start with Abhi to answer this. I'd
What
like
is
to,
the one thing?
yeah, you wish.
Oh, I see, I see. The one thing I would actually want to bring back are basically like the books that I actually bought from Malaysia. It's very. I really miss those books. Like I used to. I'm a very avid reader. Like I read like. I read a lot. I finish a lot of books. Like I may finish like 2 books in a week. I really love reading. I wish I could bring all those books back here. Like
Wow.
in here, it gets boring. It gets boring. Trust me, playing games a lot is it's not as fun as I thought it was. But I miss reading. It's enjoyable, you know. You really can actually like disappear to another world like that. You can really experience like the protagonist's shoes or the antagonist. That's enjoyable to me. And I really miss that. I really wish I can bring it back.
All right. Then we have our next question is, may I ask Azwat Bhaiya and Nusrat to share something inspiring regarding UTM life? Raisa Abu. Okay, this is definitely from a Bangladeshi. I can understand that. So I'd like to ask from Azwat Bhai first.
Share something inspiring regarding UTM life. Okay, if I talk about inspiration, I'd say like this. All of you guys talked about how it can be a bit hectic sometimes, doing all this work, having quiz tomorrow and day after tomorrow, or having finals and having birthday at the same time. Same old. Like
yeah.
you guys have these pressured moments once in a while, and you feel like, is it all worth it? And one thing I would say is, it's definitely is worth it. And one of the group of people that really pushed me at those specific moments would be my friends and my lecturers. I mean, I gotta say, like, we had some amazing lecturers. They're the inspiration for us. Like, I'm not like, people talk about having a good chat with your friend. I had good chats with my lecturers. If I had a bad time, I'd go to a lecturer's room. Dr. Hamima, are you there? Dr. Hamimi, how's the project going? I'll just go there and have a good chat. I would say that those were really good times for me. I really had some really amazing moments there. The other thing, inspiring us. It's so hard to put a word on it. It's a whole package.
That, oh God, I want to share this thing to everyone that Azwat Bhai is the idol of every faculty students. Yes, yes, and whenever we like do our classes in our faculty, like in electrical faculty, I mean, like lecturers definitely know everything about him. Like if you ask him about Azwat, they can easily say that, okay, Azwat, the most talented one, he is so active, he is one of the most good students and stuff, and you are an idol of art. I mean, like in electrical faculty.
Mashallah.
Thanks for the good
Amazing,
words.
amazing.
I would just say this. All the good things that you see about me and all my achievements belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah helped me, God helped me to be here today. Let's get honest. At the end of the day, we still need a bit of luck here and there.
Okay.
And if God is not on your side, you can try all you want. You can finish every single book from the front to the end. But if He's not with you, it can be difficult. And I would say that God played the most important role here. I would say my accomplishments all belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and all the mistakes are mine. That's my point of view. Anyway, thanks for the good words. Yeah,
You
it's
deserve
hard
this,
to
Bhaiya. You deserve this.
I believe we all do. I believe we all. I really, from the bottom of my heart, I really believe we all do. Because honestly speaking, whether anyone who's listening to it right now, or all the people, all the great speakers here, and you, Raisa, all of you, we all have a good side in us, a good heart in us. And as long as we give that good heart the priority over the other side that we have inside us, we can do wonders. We can do wonders. And you might be telling me that you have done so much. Trust me, just go to my video. I have tried to put a few names in my convocation video, because my friends, I have friends I call as lecturer, you know. This guy helped me so much. Like, if I have a test, I know this guy is gonna help me out. Not during the test, before the test. I had lecturers. Honestly speaking, the way I push some lecturers, I have situations some lecturers would look like, don't ask any more questions.
I feel
I
you,
had
brother.
those times. But still, at the end of the day, after having all those messed up moments and good moments at the same time, they are happy with us. And if I go to them, they'll talk to me nicely. And hi Aswad, how are you doing? If you have those kind of connections with the people all around you, isn't that worth living for? Forget about all everything else. For me, all these connections is what matters. You don't have to give me anything. Just make dua for me. That's all I want. Just make dua for me so that I can use my abilities, so that I can be a better person and do something for the rest of the world, not just for me. And I wish you all the best in the same way.
Thank you, Bhaiya. Thank you. Nusrat, any short note for this? I mean, like any inspiring word, short, inspiring word.
Okay, it's gonna be really short. The thing is that, okay, Hassan, hello. He's my friend actually. So the thing is that, leave the moment. Try to leave each and every moment here in UTM, and try to let go of all the fears. Like, no matter how, like whatever that fear is, maybe staying away from the family, or especially about the CGPA and the grades and all. try to let go of it and try to live each and every moment you're staying here in UTM, because just remember one thing, that once these days are gone, and these days are gone for good, like it's not gonna come back. So like, as I said, like, don't leave any regrets. So who knows, maybe if you don't do it now, maybe after you're gone, long gone from here, you'll end up regretting. So there's a life outside of, there is a wonderful life outside of all the odds. So try to take in all the goodness that UTM has to offer to you. So yeah, that's all.
Okay, thank you. So thank you for your amazing words. And I think like we are going out of the time. We are running out of time. So before I close the event, I would like to see an amazing video from Aswad Bhaiya, of his graduation ceremony, maybe, I guess. So yeah, let's see it. Let's watch it. People should know that, like, our graduation ceremonies are very beautiful and attractive, right? Very attractive.
Oh yeah, tell me about it.
Let's
Every time I watch it,
let's hope when it's our time to graduate, like we will have a proper convocation, not online
Yeah,
convocation.
exactly. Oh God, I'm really tense about it. Just in case we don't get any ceremony, oh God, this will be like the saddest thing ever happen in anyone's life.
True.
True.
I think it's black.
Am I?
Yeah. Correct. Wow.
I'm in a sweet spot. I'm
Okay, this is our beautiful campus, everyone.
Wow.
And this is our amazing guest of the night.
I'm in the
You look
clouds.
so amazing, Priya.
Let me show you what it's
thank you.
all about. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check
Oh
it out.
wow.
Just check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out.
That's so funny.
I'll get you moving. It's what I do. The party's started. It's going down. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Just check it out. I'm gonna
I miss UTM.
show you what it's all about. Check it out. Check me out. Check me out. Just check me.
This is
Let
our
me
beautiful
show you what it's all about.
Coming
Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Just check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up.
I miss these people.
Just check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out.
Wow, well,
Wow, that's really cool.
That's an amazing video.
Mind blowing.
That is really cool. Wow.
Yeah, thank you. It's okay. It's a long time. You guys can see it later on. The rest of
No,
the video.
it's so cute. Oh my God, the way your heart is to everyone. It's amazing.
This really means a lot.
And every time it amazes us, like, always.
So say, Bhaiya, don't cry. Bhaiya got so sad. He's not emotional, I can see it.
It's fine.
I gotta say, the Rui hit hard, man. The Rui hit hard.
And thank you for being the amazing senior ever.
Thank you for being an awesome junior. That's it. Thanks, Real Bhai, for making the video.
Yeah, or even also he is another senior from chemical faculty who is very talented in making videos and stuff. So okay, so it was so amazing. So I guess we are really at the end of the program now. So I'd like to recall the purpose of this program is to see the lifestyle of international students in UTM. And I'd like to thank our speakers, Aswad, Abhi, and Nusrat from my heart for sharing their thoughts, experiences, and also for giving us time to know about their sufferings and their wonderful journey in UTM. So we have learned and got to know a lot today that how we can adjust with a new environment very easily as well as with like UTM as well. So before we end this live session, can you guys give some advice for upcoming new students, like any short advice or anything? Any last words? Abhi, you wanna say anything?
I'm gonna say don't give up, but like it's gonna be too cliche, you know. So it's like, what I would say is discover. Like literally just walk around, learn the place, learn your subjects, figure out what you're good at, and go with it. You know, just do the things that you're actually good at. You don't have to be excellent in everything. You just have to be really good at the one thing that, like just what Azad said, like be really good. That they'll have a hard time ignoring you. You know, like just be really, really good at one thing, and trust me, it's gonna help you a long way. If you don't like it, ignore it. If you enjoy it, pursue it. That's all I can say.
Thank you, Abhi. All right, so okay, thank you for your sharing. I hope all you could learn something new from our discussion tonight, and it was enjoyable. It's time for us to end the event, sadly. Thank you to all the students for taking the time for us. We all pray for the fast recovery of this pandemic situation. So good luck. Good luck everyone, and goodbye to the speakers, goodbye to everyone, and stay safe, and good night.
Good night to you too.
Good night.
Good night. Take care.